Hello, we are back again. Now, in the last video, you saw how we applied remainder theorem to solve the given equation and find the values whatever is given in the question. In this exercise, we will be using how to apply factor theorem to solve a problem, to solve a given problem. So here we are given a polynomial x cubed plus 8x square plus ax plus b, and we are also given two factors of this polynomial, x minus 1 and x plus 2. We are given that x minus 1 and x plus 2 are factors of polynomial x cubed plus 8x square, 10x square plus ax plus b, and we are supposed to find out the values of a and b. This is a straight cut application of factor theorem. Okay? All you need to do is just remember your factor theorem, which states that if px is a polynomial and if it is divided by x minus a, then pa will be equal to 0. What does that mean? Again, the intent of this program is not to explain factor theorem. I'm assuming you know what factor theorem is, but I will simply do a quick review, recap of what factor theorem is, just in case you don't know. So, if I say that if px is a polynomial which is divided by x minus a, then my factor theorem states that my remainder should be 0. I know if something is a factor of the polynomial, being a factor clearly indicates that my remainder should be 0. Correct? Now what is my remainder? The remainder comes from the remainder theorem, which says that px divided by x minus a, my remainder is pa. This extended to the factor theorem. If I say x minus a is a factor of px, my remainder, that is pa, should be 0. So this is what my factor theorem is. Remainder theorem extended to factor theorem. Only thing, what we are saying, x minus a is a factor. It's a given fact to us that it is a given statement that x minus a is a factor of px, and hence pa will be 0. Okay? So we will be using this factor theorem here. Here we are it says that x minus 1 and x plus 2 are two factors of this polynomial px. Let's write it as px. Okay? So that means pa will be 0 for x minus 1 and x plus 2. So x minus 1, if we relate it with x minus a, what does it say? As per factor theorem, since x minus 1 is a factor of px, my p1 should be 0. Right? Because p1 is the remainder that I get when I divide the polynomial px by x minus 1. Remainder theorem says that p1 is the remainder. Factor theorem says that if this is a factor, my remainder should be 0, which is p1 is 0. Same thing for x plus 2. X plus 2 is nothing but x minus minus 2, which is in this form. So here a is minus 2. So, connecting it here, we get minus 2 is also 0. Got it? We have got two equations. P1 is equal to 0, P minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay? So, what I'll do is, let me just rub this. And let me do it in parallel so that you understand what I am saying. P1 is 0. That means replacing 1 everywhere in px, which happens to be this polynomial. So it will be 1 cube plus 10 into 1 square plus a into 1 plus b is equal to 0. Same for minus 2. Minus 2 goes in this equation. Okay, so So what do we see? The first line is nothing but just a straight cut application of factor theorem, which says p minus 2 is 0, p1 is 0. Clear cut. All we need to do is just solve it. 1 plus 10 plus a plus b is equal to 0. So what I get is a plus b is minus 11. 10 plus 1, 11. Transpose to the other side. I get a plus b is equal to minus 11. So I get one equation from here. Now let's solve this. This is minus 8 plus 40 minus 2a plus b is 0, which says minus 2a plus b will be minus 32. All I'm doing is just solving this, okay? It's not a big deal. So this is my second equation. What do I have? My first equation and second equation. Let me write it here. Minus 2a plus b is minus 32. This is my second equation. So we have got two equations and all we need to do is find out the value of a and b. Very, very simple, right? No? What do? We just get the value of a in terms of b or b in terms of a from equation 1 and substitute in equation 2. So from equation 1, or I will simply say from 1, I get a is minus 11 minus b. A is minus 11 minus b. So I will use this value of a and put it in equation 2. So what I have is minus 2 minus 11 minus b plus b is minus 32. Simply substituting the value of a that I get from equation 1 into equation 2. And again, what we have here with us is a simple linear equation in one variable, which can now be very easily solved. Okay? So it's simple. 22 2b plus b is equal to minus 32. I'll continue it here. So what we have is 2b plus b, 3b is equal to 22 here, taken that side. Minus 32 minus 22 is minus 54. So b is minus 54 by 3. That happens to be minus 18. Okay. Now that we've got the value of b, we simply put it back in this equation, because I know either this or this, wherever you know a plus b is minus 11, or you can even use this value of b in either any of these two equations and simply get the value of a. So for simplicity, I don't want to do a lot of calculation. I can see, I have a quick look and figure out that if I put it here, my calculations will be much faster. So just a plus b, that happens to be minus 18, is equal to minus 11. Therefore, my a will be minus 11 plus 18, and that will be 7. Right? That is fine. Does that explain the thing? So what I get here is a is 7 and b is minus 18. Done? All solved. Just a couple of steps. Major thing that you need to remember, application of factor theorem, which states that if x minus a is a factor of a polynomial, then pa will be 0. So you form an equation. From that equation, you figure out whether it is an equation of two variables or one variable, and accordingly you solve it. If you have two equations with two variables, just use one of the equation to get the value of a variable in terms of other variable, substitute in the second one, and you get an equation in single variable, and simple, solve it. It's an normal algebraic equation. Okay? Thank you.